With the muffler Ryan Bruckner, I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan, and this is my intro. SquaredCircleCinema.com for all things this, and check us out on iTunes. Give us a rating while you're at it, and tell a fucking friend, right? Tell a fucking friend, okay?
Mike, may I interject?
No. Nice bump in views on the YouTube channel for our Glow Part 1 episode. That was really cool to see. Part 2, not so much. How's it going, Ryan? Oh, and we have a very special guest tonight. Ryan's air conditioning unit. Hi. Nice. What's your first memory of professional wrestling?
You might have heard this guest
Right.
on the last
Ryan,
5
don't
or 6
talk over the AC
episodes.
unit, all right? He's trying to speak.
He's a frequent guest
Although
on the show.
you're
It's
hardly
hot.
putting a dent
It's hot in here.
in his trajectory.
It's hot in here.
All right. How's it going,
Mike, can I reach into your sack?
Yes. Oh, yes. The merch mail bag coming right up. Here it is. I always keep it in arm's reach.
Let me reach in there.
Yep. This
Give
is
it a
made
good-
from fabric by Joanne.
Give it a good
my
feel.
My sister and I had a wonderful time creating this wonderful mail merch bag. Okay.
Oh, okay. Mike, we have something in here from a listener named Misha Nowakowski from Davenport, Iowa.
Misha Nowakowski.
Yeah. Misha says, hey, guys.
You sure it's not Misha Soap Dish?
Oh, God. You really had to interrupt me to say that?
That's a made-up name, right?
No, Misha Nowakowski.
Misha. Hi,
Well, how
Misha.
dare you.
I thought you... Oh, okay, cool. I'm sorry.
She's from Davenport, Iowa. She
Nice.
says, hey, guys, big fan of one of you. I'll let you decide which one.
Oh, boy.
Quick question. What will you say at each other's funeral?
Jesus Christ.
a
I can't believe you
thought-provoking
resorted
question.
to writing your own fan mail.
I didn't write that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Look me in the eye. Did they
That's
mail...
Misha Nowakowski.
She mailed it
It was
to
in
our
your sack,
headquarters?
dipshit.
Yeah. I stepped away from my sack, which I rarely do, and
Answer
went to
the-
your bathroom to use your bidet. So you could have put anything in there. I didn't notice that letter in the mail. And first of all, there's hundreds of thousands of letters in there. So how would I know that that's one among
Why
the
would I
many?
make that up?
I hope you didn't. Well,
didn't.
because there's a little jab.
How dare you insult Misha this way?
All right, read it again.
Hey, guys, big fan of one of you. I'll let you decide which one.
Ooh, she's tearing us apart.
Talking about me.
Probably.
Quick question. What will you say at each other's funeral?
Huh.
I mean, it's a pretty outside the box question. Thanks for
that's
listening.
wonderful. Thank you, Misha. Wow, from Davenport, Iowa?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a moot point on my end because you're definitely going to outlive me. I'm probably going to die in my 50s at the rate I'm going. So I don't have to prepare for what I'm going to say.
You never know. You could be pickling yourself and preserving yourself to live a long time.
I would say something, definitely. I would say something out loud, but I don't think I would want anyone to hear the words that I uttered because it would be a private moment between me and my recently deceased friend that I murdered.
What if my wife asked you to say a few words?
Oh, I can't say anything at your fucking grave because I'll be in prison, bitch. Because I'm not good at getting away with crimes.
He deserved it.
And I totally...
That's what you would say. He deserved it.
my words at your funeral would be from a prison phone. Okay. All right, okay, forget it.
He would Skype in wearing
God,
your
what
orange
an awful
jumpsuit.
thought. God, what an awful thought. I don't want to put myself into that
I mean,
scenario.
it's all about summing up somebody's life
Yeah.
and their impact on you.
But my God,
it's not an awful
Ryan,
thought.
I'm putting myself in that scenario, and I feel like crying.
Oh,
like
wow.
I'm trying to give an honest.
I mean that much
answer.
to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I would. Oh my God. First of all, I'd be overcome with guilt that I murdered you. I definitely would. Okay, I would hope that you would piss on my grave. I really mean that. Not the headstone, But I would hope that you would piss like on my body.
You would want me to piss on your grave?
Yeah, that's kind of
I mean, that's
a term of
this
endearment.
is on record now, so none of your relatives or loved ones can get mad at me when I piss on your grave.
I think that's a term of like brotherhood.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay, I'll save this, and when
Okay.
they start yelling at me and calling the cops, I'll be like, wait,
Cool.
listen to this.
All right, so we'll play this back next week.
Yeah. Well, here's what I would say. I would say Mike Ryan. He carried all of his weight in his nipples.
Oh, fuck you. There would just be 2 mounds where my chest is, like of just nipple mounds, though.
Yeah. I'm definitely not going to have a grave, though. So you won't be able to piss on it.
Me neither.
I'm donating all my organs.
Yeah.
Whatever's left over, burn it. I'm
Do you
not.
think
I
this-
haven't really quite decided where my ashes should be.
But will you have like some sort of vase or something, an idol, so we can
I wouldn't-
approach and think
Oh.
of you? You know, like my father's in an
Oh.
urn, and
Yeah.
he's there when I
But
look at it. He's present. So
I
there has
want
to be some
I
object.
want to be scattered in a quick fashion.
Me too.
So I don't want it. I don't want to be on a mantle while you decide it's time
Yeah,
to do it.
just like the
Just
thought-
fucking do it.
The thought of me literally not existing for eternity is a lot more comforting to me than the thought of my bones eternally lying in a hole. You
Yeah.
know, like even though it's nothing and my soul has left the body or whatever, just that thought, you know, like there's something a lot more peaceful.
Just being poked and prodded in some funeral home
Yeah.
and getting chemicals
Oh,
put into
God.
my body.
Yeah.
And then people looking at my lifeless body in a Catholic church. Ugh. No thanks. On that-
I would literally say I never, and this is a little selfish because I'm putting myself into my, final words to you, but it would be something like, I never thought I'd see the day. Something like that. There's like no fucking doubt in my mind that you're going to outlive me, dude. It's ridiculous.
I outlived him.
Yeah.
Kudos to me.
Yeah.
I'd still talk
Or that
about
I'm
your-
gonna outlive
your
you.
nips
Whatever.
and your salty demeanor.
What would I say? God, what? Like, I can't move past this. I put myself, like, what carries more weight to you, like, in a film? Approaching a, cemetery plot or a urn, where someone's paying their respects or something like that.
Oh.
There's something a lot more weighty about the image of a funeral and grass and
Yeah.
overcast weather.
It's
And
raining. People are wearing black.
yeah, so that's where I put myself.
Women are trying to throw themselves into the hole.
Oh, God, your mom's going to lose her fucking mind. Mijo! Right?
My mom would say mijo.
I don't know.
I don't think my mom's ever said mijo to me.
Really?
You racist piece of
Lourdes
shit.
has never really. Oh, shut it up. All right, we're mentioning mom names. You can say my mom's name now.
Tallulah?
No, it's what's the who wrote the letter?
Misha Nowakowski.
Misha Nowakowski. I'm sorry, Misha. I will never forget your name again. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for the very provocative question that I still haven't answered yet.
And you answered it.
Okay.
And Misha, I want to say sorry. I teased a part 2 of a game Mike was playing when we were watching Glow.
What? Oh,
And-
yeah.
and
you
then we
piece
never-
of shit.
We never got to
What a
it.
fucking asshole, right,
We had a
Misha?
cliffhanger
What a
and-
loser.
We left you hanging.
You dipshit.
So
That's
you-
right. We never went back to that.
You can finish the game if you want.
I don't know if I still have it. Let me see here. Hold on. So we're going to go to pod. Ooh, Word document. Pod Glow. That would have been part 1. Yeah, cool. All right. Where did we leave off here? Let's see. The director's script is a lot like Hell Comes to Frogtown. Calabasas homeowners, are you ready for savings? I'm sorry, I'm just reading my notes now. I didn't say any of this on our podcast, dude. I've got some good shit here, too.
Calabasas homeowners.
Yeah, no, I had a whole bit like they were selling mortgages, as the main investor for Glow or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. Never mind. Here we go. All right, dude. Junk Chain. She brings the pain. She's a street thug. So wait, the rules of the game are: I'm going to list off each Glow character, and Ryan, you're going to tell me which professional wrestler they most closely resemble. Some of these are obvious. Some of them, not so much.
You did Junk Chain.
We did Junk Chain. We did the beatdown biddies because I uttered a racial slur.
Yeah, as usual. You are wont to do.
Look, everyone knows I love everybody.
White people.
Okay, the Welfare Queen. A female pimp played masterfully.
We did the
by
Welfare
Kaya
Queen.
Stevens.
We
We both said Godfather. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Well, we also did Britannica. We finished the fucking game. You cut me off when there was like only two questions left.
Do the last two.
Okay,
That's the
fine.
cliffhanger.
We did Britannica because you said Dean Douglas. All right. Liberty Bell.
Okay.
Okay, but we're going to start with Liberty Bell, the incarnation. The first idea, like the brute, originally portrayed Liberty Bell. And then our lead character took over that role. Or not a lead character.
The Brute played Liberty Bell?
Yeah, the berserker-looking girl. They first tried her in that role. So who
Okay.
is the Brute All-American?
Oh.
Kind of like,
I mean, there's
Philistine.
so many that
An
have
ogre.
done that. An ogre that's all... Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Nailed it. Perfect. Okay, Liberty Bell number 2, which is like the sexy Jane Fonda-like.
I mean, you could say so
All-American.
many. You could say Hulk Hogan. You can say Lex Luger in the Lex Express. You could say the Patriot.
How about Kurt
You can
Angle?
say Kurt Angle. The Kurt Angle's a heel, though. John Cena.
Kurt Angle wasn't a heel in 96.
Kurt Angle started out as a heel. From the,
No, he didn't.
From the jump.
Not from the
He
jump.
was a heel that thought he was a face.
No. I think the intent was to be a face, and the crowd just reacted, quite the contrary. So then he just rolled with it.
Didn't he start with the 3 eyes already? You see, we were already past that type of baby face. That baby face could
So
no
you think
longer.
from its inception, the incarnation was always intended to be a heel? That's pretty brilliant.
I think they knew that they couldn't have those types of baby faces anymore. That didn't work in the environment they were in. This is with the Attitude Era. Heels are faces. Faces are heels.
Okay.
He's the embodiment of an Attitude Era heel.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
What was the lead character's name? Molly in the show? What was her name
Wasn't
again?
it? Oh, it was Ruth.
Ruth. Sorry. Okay. Her original idea when they were doing those promo pitches, she was like a home wrecker, right?
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
just step in there and fuck your man and bail on you, right? Mm-hmm. She's prissy. She's proud. Who's that?
Edge.
Edge.
Edge wrecked Matt Hardy's home.
Oh, okay. What about Shawn Michaels?
That's true. But whose home did...
How about
Oh, he wrecked the British
Bulldog.
Bulldog's home.
Yeah. All right. And then what she later became the Russian...
So you got Rusev. You got Nikolai
Rusev.
Volkov.
Yeah.
You got Nikita Koloff.
Right. Endless. Okay. That's
Ludwig Borga.
the end of the game.
Great game, Mike.
Thanks.
Pat yourself on the back.
Oh, fuck you.
Speaking of cliffhangers, I believe I challenged
Give me my
you
bag back.
to a rap battle.
Yeah, you did.
Are you ready?
I totally forgot. I'm not prepared. Yes, I'm fucking ready, you piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You're going to die tonight. I better think about what I'm gonna say over your fucking dead body pretty quickly, because it's gonna happen today.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna enter you. I'm gonna enter you.
Enter
Come.
me?
Enter you. Yeah. Your thoughts. With my penis.
You're going to enter my thoughts with your penis?
Yeah.
God damn.
Fuck your brain, bro.
You're going to skull fuck me?
I'm gonna fuck your skull
Oh.
with my penis.
Through my mouth? Or
Okay, if you're skull fucking, okay? Now, okay, let's remove the blowjob. So, like, it's literally a skull. It's like York, in Hamlet or Henry V, whatever. Are you going to go for an eye socket to fuck? Or are you going to go for the mouth or that
What
nose?
I would do is I would like fill the skull with
Jelly-
like custard or something like that. And
Warmer,
then I would fuck an eye socket.
Fuck that eye socket. Oh, yeah, and as you fuck it, dude, the custard's going to kind of spew out of the other eye.
Yeah.
As you're just fucking...
It'll be great. I can't wait to fuck your skull.
Oh, okay. So you exhume my body?
So how do we decide
Mike,
who goes
rest
first?
in peace. I can't wait to fuck your skull. I thought about this. I have a lot of questions. Question number 1, is there going to be a judge? Are we going to get the wife involved?
We'll let the people decide.
Okay. Rule number 2, is there going to be a beat?
No beat.
It's going to be a cappella?
Acapella.
I'm down for that, bro.
I think most rap battles are a cappella anyway. It's usually like a crowd of people and like two guys
That's
yelling
true.
at each other.
All right. So we're not going to squander. We're not going to ruin anyone's performance by doing a none of that shit.
No, because you don't even know like what beat I need.
The only beat is going to be your fucking air conditioning unit.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
It's a steady beat.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3.
Okay, how are we going to decide?
I don't know. I thought about this as well. That's my next question. Who's going to go first? Do you want to flip a coin? I don't care.
Flip a coin.
You know what?
Do you have a coin? I have a bottle cap in my hand.
Okay, fine. Or can I go first?
You want to go first?
I kind of do. I kind of want to
Okay.
get it over with.
Yeah.
If you'd rather, flip a coin, that's fine.
I'll save the best for last.
He just can't turn it off, can he, folks?
Go first.
Okay.
6 bars.
I'm more nervous than I thought I'd be.
6 bars. Are
6
you
bars.
ready?
Yes. I take your favorite memory and a clump of my shit. I smear it all over so you can no longer think it. You cross me one more time, your wife's plotting your green. I come into your coffee cup and tell you it's cream. You can't breathe cause I'm breathtaking. You can't move cause I'm in between. And if you sleep while I'm around, I'll take your strap and all your dreams.
Whoa.
Fuck you. Oh, God. You piece of shit. You couldn't even do that in like post. You had to actually find a. What? No, hear me out. No.
I mean, okay, you had a pretty good flow going there. I'll give you that. But I didn't feel like you really attacked me.
I didn't want to say anything I would regret. I edited the shit out of that. Like, this is the most tame rendition.
But that was pretty good. As far as your flow, you switched your style. Which
I
was
switched
pretty
my
good.
style at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like I was still attacking you, but nothing where I feel bad about it. So I feel good about my performance. I didn't flub any of the lines. That was my biggest concern. I got it all out in one breath, and I thought I had that Ahmed Johnson mean trajectory. That I think my performance was better than my writing.
Yeah, as far as as far as battling goes, I didn't feel like you really got me. I feel like in general, you were just talking about what you do to your enemies, and I didn't really feel like you attacked me. But your rapping was very good.
That was intentional as well, because I'm assuming you're going to be specific and you're going to say really mean things that'll hurt my feelings. So I wanted to compound that by doing a harmless kind of a thing, just so you feel more like an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're really playing the baby face here.
I'm not playing anything.
You're a heel that thinks he's
which
a
mask
face.
am I going to wear today, Ryan? Fuck
You're a
you.
heel that thinks he's a face.
Just like Kurt Angle.
Yep.
I'm kind of like Kurt Angle in a lot of ways.
You kind of are.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
He's very manic, and he wanted people to like him.
Okay. Here I go. Hey, Pubo. I catch these through your long-winded intros. Dream about a co-host that talks out his mouth, not his asshole. A pleasant fellow that doesn't bore me with his shtick. He'll be cracking me up while you're under the table sucking his dick. Then he'll punt your testes while you're in a horse stance. It's over, Mike. Go put on your coming pants.
Oh, I loved it. I love it. That was great, man. My feelings aren't hurt at all. And you had timely references. You brought it. You made the piece about this. That was pretty good, dude. I'm not trying to put you over. That was great. What was the first thing you said, though? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Pubo.
What the
I
fuck's a
decided
pubo?
I'm going to start calling you Pubo
You
because
just made up a word?
You're very hairy. You're
I still
very
don't get it.
puby.
Oh, Pubo?
Yeah, Pubo.
Like Pubo Blake?
Yeah, just you're Pubo now.
Poe Beverly?
Actually,
Bo Beverly?
our friend Chris was over last weekend and he called you Pubo for some reason.
Huh. And it stuck.
And I thought that was very funny.
Okay.
And so I used it.
So wait. Let's go back to the part about my intros.
Yeah.
They're
I catch
too long.
these through your long-winded intros.
I try to be as pithy as possible. Like today, I just got it right out there. I went boom. I hit my beats. I said, "Hello, Ryan. How are you?" I mentioned squaredcirclecinema.com. I mean, that's promoting. If promoting our brand puts you to sleep, then I'm sorry. All right, Jesus Christ. Why don't you just show up 2 minutes later after I hit record?
That might be
You
a
do that
good
emotionally
idea.
anyway.
Might be a good idea.
Fuck you.
So for
Sorry,
those of
Meat.
you that don't know, the final line, it's over, Mike. Go put on your coming pants.
Yes.
Mike has a pair of pants with semen stains all over them he wears for masturbation purposes.
No. It's okay. It's crazy glue. I had broken glasses at the time, so
Yeah.
that is debatable.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And now you guys call them my coming pants. So that's great.
He puts on his coming pants.
I remember we were in Twain Hart, Northern California. Family has a little cabin up there. You guys were going to go out for a hike with Dusty, the dog. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it today. And Chris was like, put your coming pants back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think also, like, I was like trying to rally the troops that day. That's when we discovered the coming pants. We all did. Because I was like, holy shit, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I was trying to
covered
say
in
something,
semen.
either motivational or mean to you. And you're like, is there cum on your pants? Like, how am I going to listen to you?
Yeah, I
'Cause
can't
it's like,
take you seriously
it was
when
something-
you've got cum all over you.
Yeah, it was something where I was like worked up to the point where I was lifting my arms so my shirt went up a little bit, exposing.
Your pit stains.
Yeah. And
Like the ones you
and
have
pit
right now.
stains and cum on my
Mike
pants.
has got some crazy pit stains going.
I feel like you put a lot more thought into that than I did, because it involves the podcast. It involves moments of our lives together. That was
Yeah,
great.
if you want to look back in the archives, there was an episode where Mike decided to do a Stone Cold Steve Austin voice,
That
and
too.
he had the audacity to make Stone Cold Steve Austin be under the table sucking his
Well,
dick.
I was just trying to think of a
And
way
so-
to introduce Stone Cold Steve Austin. I thought, what a better way than have him coming from under the table. Then I thought, what's he going to do under the table? Why is he there? Oh, he's sucking my dick. That's all. It has nothing to do with my ego or anything like that. I just didn't want him to walk through the door. I thought that would be the obvious choice. It's been a while since I did my Steve Austin. Do you want to hear it?
So I decided that Mike would be sucking my new co-host's dick
Oh, yeah.
under the
That's,
table.
I like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
That's great. Which would be who? Chris, probably.
I mean, he doesn't know shit about wrestling.
It would make
I don't know, I'd
that would
probably have
actually
to-
make a pretty interesting podcast, though. If you force him to watch something just to get his take on it, it would be the same as
like,
like wrestling
"Oh."
with my wife.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh,
It was good.
that's not Chris. Cheers to Chris. May you rest in peace.
Yep.
I'm sorry you died, Chris. That really sucks. What are we gonna say over his? Oh, we gotta
We got a.
hightail it
We
out
got
of here,
a
man. We gotta go
movie.
to his funeral. Oh.
What movie are we watching this week?
Film number 25 of 5,118, Nobody Speak, Trials of the Free Press, starring Hulk Hogan's 10-inch penis and Terry Bollea's average-sized penis.
That was good.
Free Press? Yeah, right. Don't get me started.
So it's our first documentary.
Freedom isn't free, though.
Okay, this is my big takeaway. I can't believe that a carny like Hulk Hogan could impact America in such a big way. He had such an impact on on everything.
Yeah,
On
amazing.
on the modern press freedoms.
Wow.
The political climate
Just
today.
the man
The
as a
future
human being.
of the judiciary.
Yeah. The fact that his arc was still continuing after he was fired from the WWE and that became national news,
Yeah.
that stemmed from this sex tape that Gawker leaked, and it shuts the network down. Now, it's because of funding from an outside source, sure. There's a lot going into this trial, but the fact that he's the figurehead of all of this is unfucking believable, and I respected Hulk Hogan as a man way more after watching this.
What?
Only because this man found a way to insert himself in our culture
That's true.
on an incredible level. So it's like when
He'll
he
be
is,
in history books.
absolutely. So my respect for him as
Law books.
yeah.
Damn.
But him as a contractor, as an independent contractor, way to go.
He definitely-
He's an immoral human being, I think. I know that the man, and you hear this from different accounts from wrestlers especially, is a friendly man. He wants to be liked.
He's a friendly man, but he's a fake man.
He's a fake friendly man, but that's
Yeah,
better.
He's playing Hulk Hogan.
Right. But
This is Hulk Hogan, the backstage persona, the dickhead,
yeah.
the political mastermind.
But I just, crazy. Like, to already, he will always be in our lifetime the most popular wrestler. What does anyone say that doesn't know anything about wrestling? Oh, that thing that Hulk Hogan does.
Yeah.
So this is the 80s. He was on the height of MTV and rock and roll, and it's carrying through. And then he has this bump now in 2015.
I feel like now he has more of an impact on American culture
Yeah.
and American life
He
than
is
he ever did as a wrestler.
The epitome of a household name. And I can't help but not respect that. He's alongside Michael Jackson, as everybody knows. Tom Hanks.
So let's talk about the tape. I kind of want to break this
Well, what
down
is this
a little
fucking
bit.
documentary about, asshole? Why don't you start with that?
It's documentaries on Netflix. It's about the diminishing freedom of the free press in America after the Hulk Hogan Gawker trial.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about the Hulk Hogan sex tape.
Okay.
Do you, much like you remember where you were at 9/11? Do you kind of remember when you first watched this sex tape?
Yeah, not... I was at work.
I was too.
I was
and
at work.
I watched it on my phone
Yeah,
immediately.
I was on break.
I would.
So I
I
was in
followed
the car,
Gawker on Twitter, so I think like the day of.
yeah,
and
I
then plus all the
didn't.
wrestling websites.
But I
follow
I
on
check
Twitter.
Gawker pretty frequently. That was definitely one of my go-tos. But I never really considered it as a legitimate news source. I thought it was, kind of raunchy and cool. Like,
I kind of, I saw it more as like a tabloid.
yeah, I did too. And
but
the way
I would be into the I used to read Perez Hilton all
Yeah.
the time.
I would quote
Gawker.
it to try to sound cool. So it was definitely hip and fresh. Don't you remember that? Like we're at
That's
parties,
so
I'm like, hey Ryan,
uncool.
guess what I heard on Gawker? You're not gonna believe this.
And I'd be like,
Perez. Wait, is it Perez Hilton or Perez? Anyway.
your fly's open.
Oh shit. Zip up your coming pants.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was at work in my parking lot in my car. I watched it immediately with the sound on. I saw all of it, and God, I was depressed afterwards for the rest of the day.
He talks about his kids.
Yeah, and he's bloated. He ate too much sushi.
Yeah.
And
And
Terry
the
Bollea
ac-
ain't
the
no Hulk
actual,
Hogan.
like,
Let me tell you
humping.
that much right now.
The actual hump. Oh, and then you got Bubba, the love sponge voice at the beginning. He's like,
Awful.
"Here's the deal, guys. You have the room to yourselves. I'll just be outside."
Is there anyone getting off on celebrity sex tapes? Seriously? I got off on Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson because I'd never seen anything like that before. So that worked for me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm the cameraman. Hey guys. Nice boat. But like we're talking Kim Kardashian.
The Paris
knockout.
Hilton one was a big deal.
Paris Hilton was terrible with her green eyes.
But that was a big deal.
No.
When it happened.
What I'm asking is, do you find any of this arousing?
I kind of, I think it depends on the person because I kind of like I've got like a voyeuristic
So do I.
side.
We don't have to get into this, but no. Like I seek out like point of view. Who wrote our viewer mail? That was a female. See, I know you made the name up because there's no chance in hell that any woman other than my mother is listening to this shit.
Well,
That is so sweet.
Misha listens to this.
Thanks, Misha. Misha, I want to meet Misha.
Well, I'll try to set it up for you.
All right.
We'll see if we could find her. But she might not be a fan of you. She might be a fan of me.
She's a fan of one of us. I just feel like we have an emotional connection. Like I feel something, like in my soul.
Oh,
you know?
All right. You hear that, Misha? He feels something in his soul.
All right. Sorry, Grace.
Well, I was also at work. I watched it immediately. I was just taken aback by, seeing Hulk Hogan in the act of sex, but then how chatty he was.
Oh my God! But it's also
like it was almost kind of sad and like there was nothing cool about his like
absolutely not
post-sex
and
banter.
even like I didn't want to see the girl even. And you look at photos of Heather Clem, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
she is a 10, and it's just like wait, who's that chatty girl? There's nothing.
Nothing
it's
sexy.
Just depressing. And of course, the black and white, the surveillance footage, that makes it a lot creepier. But I think he's like talking about his son while they're having sex.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I got to get the phone.
And
it might be Nick.
Yeah. Like his kids are at the front of his head during just, let's fuck. There's nothing like erotic about this. They're just two human beings like coming, using each other's bodies to come.
And
it's
it didn't.
Hard. It was hard to watch, man.
Yeah.
Hard to watch.
It was like if somebody taped me, I'd hope it was like me at like my best.
You'd be like
my sexiest moment I ever
like
had.
Patrick Bateman in American Psycho, where he's flexing in the mirror.
Yeah.
You want to be that guy?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna kill your wife.
Exactly.
Wow. In every way.
Yeah. So then later it comes out that there's more tape, and in the extra tape, he makes a series of racial slurs.
Yeah, and this is ultimately what gets him fired from WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's a lawsuit. Okay, I have a theory about this. I think initially this tape was a small con by Bubba and Heather to Hulk. It was a small con. It was like a low-level con. We're gonna like con Hulk with this sex tape.
Okay.
Later, they realize that this could be bigger. And so Bubba, Hulk, Heather all conspire together with the funding of Peter Thiel to actually take down Gawker and make this what could have been, Bubba getting the few $100,000 extorted out of Hulk.
Wow.
Into something where they could profit share
and
hundreds
Peter
of millions
Thiel
of dollars.
would be the guy to pitch that. He'd be like, you're going to come out this, first of all, $100 million richer, and you're going to be the hero. He would.
I bet you he contacted like Hulk's lawyer or something and said, "Here's what we're going to do."
And no way that lawyer wasn't like, "Yeah, we'll play ball." This is like, are you kidding me?
Let's talk about this lawyer.
He looked like a burn victim.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
He's wearing like a wig. That's a wig.
Yeah, definitely a wig.
He's got like weird.
He has. I think he has like no pigment, and he doesn't
ridges.
wear sunscreen. Because his face, I think he's just like very fair skinned.
I thought maybe he was in some sort of accident.
But it's not
even
like
his lips look a little funny. Like,
but they're chapped. But when you see an actual burn victim, there's crinkles. So unless he was wearing a lot of like concealer, I think he just never wears sunscreen, and he's like insanely fair skinned.
And like, he has alopecia.
To the point where the sun,
he doesn't grow hair.
Yeah, strange looking.
Did he have eyebrows?
No, I don't think so. I think he drew them on.
Oh, you would hire that? Would you hire that guy?
Yeah,
if you were Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. I thought he was a very intelligent guy.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he was the perfect man for the job.
There's some wacky lawyer. Like, remember Michael Jackson's lawyer? He had
Yeah.
like the big
He has-
white hair.
Mainly because he has a calm demeanor. So just listening to his interviews, I believed every word that came out of his mouth. You know, when he fed initially, all right, we just approached Gawker and said, take it down.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, I believe that's the narrative that actually happened. So his demeanor is perfect. So I thought he was an incredible lawyer.
He said that, but honestly, all of them were thinking, Gawker put
Cha-ching.
this up.
Yeah.
Now we've found a real way to profit off of a sex tape.
Do you think, or is this all just Peter Thiel's brainchild and he didn't even need to enlist the help of Hulk Hogan?
I think Peter Thiel jumped on it. Hulk Hogan just stumbled into this
Wow.
good luck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he obviously had been wanting to do this since, 2008. They wrote the article that he was gay, but it's really not the end all be all there. I mean, it was just Gawker would constantly attack, the rich, taking advantage of the poor.
Yeah, just
And
make fun of Silicon
so
Valley.
He was probably actively trying
execs.
to take it down since 2008.
Yeah, he had a vendetta. That's the scary thing that this
He's probably got like
brings
a little
up
black book.
is that at a time where people spend less and less on news.
Yes.
Like, we live in like a society now where news is free. They're more vulnerable than ever.
Absolutely.
And so anybody with the money to spend with a vendetta against the press
Yeah.
can use their money to beat the press,
Okay.
which is kind of sad.
This movie comes out in what, 5-6 years at the most?
Huh?
This movie. Seriously.
Oh, like
this will be a feature film
Oh,
in no time, right?
You think so?
Absolutely.
Or maybe
Absolutely. And
maybe FX series like the OJ.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be crazy. I think this documentary should, I wish there was more. Like, I want a 30 for 30 crew to just tear every angle apart. But if Peter Thiel, Hulk Hogan, and his representation actually have that meeting early on,
You could have a bigger documentary
that's
with
a
more of a focus
crazy
on
dramatic
the
scene.
trial rather
Yes.
than the impact of the trial on American press and
Wow.
society. But yeah, ever since I was a kid, because I've always been interested in journalism and the news and magazines and stuff.
Yeah.
I've always
Well, you love Trainwreck.
I've always sided with the press.
Yeah,
on most
because
shit.
they're the people.
Yeah, they're the voice of the people. And of course they'll get it wrong, and you've got, William Randolph Hearst back in the day,
Right.
Having such power.
Gore Vidal.
Gore Vidal. I don't know. What the fuck are you talking about?
Fine.
And I'm just saying you had
Buckley.
tycoons.
How about that?
You had tycoons running the press that could, misuse what its original intent was to have a the free press and the First Amendment.
Right.
But ultimately, good always comes out of a free press and the ability to speak truth to power.
They also have a little blurb on the Las Vegas Review-Journal and Shelton Adelson bringing them down because
Yeah.
what they would report. That to me seemed like I almost want, of course, the Hulk Hogan that's your A story right there. But I wanted this to be its own documentary because that writing staff, those are good guys. I felt like these are moral people. They just want to expose the truth.
I know.
Whereas Gawker, there are a lot of biases there, a lot of smarmy writers. And one of the writers himself is like, no, we're just reporting the truth. Meanwhile, he's saying this was intended to be an attack on Bill O'Reilly, by exposing him the truth. But his piece was, was not shining a flattering light on Bill O'Reilly. So he has his bias as well. Whereas this Las Vegas team of journalists, they just seem so decent.
It's just like a regular paper.
Yes.
There's a difference between, but I think it all should be, all speech, all press should be protected, no matter what it is. The Hustler,
Yes.
Everything should be protected.
But there are parameters. I mean, if you're under the guise of, if you're in that, Wall Street Journal category, all right, you better watch your fucking mouth.
There's high culture and low culture.
Right.
All
so once the accepted parameter,
like that, like max hardcore pornographer that like pees on women.
Yeah,
that guy should be protected as much as Steven Spielberg should be protected.
Wait.
No matter
so this guy that pees and shits on women, he then writes about it, or do we?
No, he's like he's a pornographer. I'm just saying, like the most vile pornographer should be protected as much as like the most esteemed artist.
Okay.
I'm just saying, all speech, no matter how vile, should be protected.
Peeing on a woman isn't speech.
No, but it is speech.
So
it's freedom of expression. It was a piece of pornography. That if the woman has consent, it should be allowed.
Right. Okay, but protected it is what if this pornographer, puts up this
child
image
pornography is not
no with a consensual adult being shit on. What if he decided to do some street art and he put that on a wall in fucking Silver Lake? Is it his property? Yeah, say it's his property.
I mean, I guess that would be up for debate.
That's pretty offensive.
If it's like, then he's like infringing on other people by putting it on his wall on his own property, but you're forced to view it.
Right.
It should be, in the privacy of a house or like a movie theater. You can't just like put obscene material up and like people forcibly
at a bend.
But then see, that's like, it's weird because then, like people say like, well, yeah, there shouldn't be like skinhead rallies. And it's like, I'm not going to say that either. There should be.
Yeah.
There should be we should be able to assemble, say whatever we want.
But there you go. I mean,
we should all have the freedom.
The likelihood that generates violence, though, the likelihood of someone getting into a violent argument or fight is more likely in a Klan rally,
Yeah, but if you allow people to, if you allow these restrictions in, then you're drawing a line and you're saying like, this is not okay. And then who's to say that we can't stop you from moving the line a little further? No skinheads.
Right.
Now, no Black Lives Matter. Now, no assembling about unions. You could, if you allow there to be a line in the sand, then you could keep moving moving it, and slowly eroding away freedoms.
But I feel like that's pretty much where we are. I mean, a Klan rally, if it went down, locally, say, in Southern California, it would be legal. You can legally do that.
You can do it. It would be
then if you
met
isolate,
with more opposition than somewhere else.
Absolutely, because you got to be prepared, because then if you're on guard, then you can isolate actual crimes happening. You could assume something bad might happen here, be prepared for it, and then boom, you're incarcerated because of this isolated illegal, you can't smash a car window. You're in jail, buddy. But the whole marching thing, I mean, that should be as protected as a Trump rally.
You should be able to peacefully assemble. If you can do your skinhead rally peacefully without being violent to other people, and it's difficult.
Next week on Squared Circle Cinema, Ryan and I join the KKK.
It's I'm just I'm for as much freedom as anybody can possibly have, and now when you have the highest office in the land being so combative to the press and to reporters. I mean, now like all White House press briefings have to be off camera.
But that in itself is a beautiful story.
That's strange.
The fact that he's having, closed door meetings with Putin, that's what makes it fascinating. Now the media can just blow him. Like, it's really a bad strategy. Because he's so behind closed doors that we just assume he's evil.
But then he loves the media. He loves the press. He loves the media so much. It's so strange. Like, all he's ever been is like press hungry.
Yeah.
He's always and he's always wanted adulation, but he just can't get
that scene where he's calling out members of the press in the back, literally by their names. He's literally like calling them out, like, get her, get her over there. Yeah, yell at her. And so, his supporters are all riled up and they turn at her. And it's like they're about to gang rape her or something like that. Like that is promoting violence. And that is no different than a Klan meeting.
It's so strange that like so many people on like
a harmless
the
Klan
right wing
meeting
now like hate the press.
Yeah.
So like they bought into it. Like they're being worked. Like this whole trial, this was a wrestling angle.
Love it.
And now like we've got a wrestler in the White House basically.
I love that too.
We're getting worked. A lot of people are getting worked.
So don't fucking buy into it, people.
It's like this is the evil right here. The press, not me. The press.
Wow.
They're fake news.
It's
pretty crazy.
We should rewatch They Live Together.
Again? As an anniversary?
Well, maybe not. I don't know. It just reminds me of that. Check the archives. SquaredCircleCinema.com. for the They Live podcast starring Hot Rod, Rowdy Ronnie Piper.
I was, speaking of Bubba the Love Sponge, did you know he had like a big altercation with Awesome Kong?
No,
Like they actually got into a physical fight.
What year?
It was back in the TNA days. It was when Hulk Hogan was in TNA and he hired
2010.
Bubba. Yeah, like late 2000s, early 10s. He like said some like racial remark and they got into like a physical fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and she got fired from TNA.
All right, so let's reiterate here.
And she sued him, I think.
Good. I love her. I love her so much.
She's a great actress.
She's incredible. I hope her role in Glow just, she makes that trajectory onto the silver screen regularly.
Yeah.
She's got it, man. Randy Orton, not so much. We love you though, buddy. Do you think Steve Austin has it? He's borderline. He was good in The Condemned.
He just needs the right material.
Yeah, I think so.
He hasn't gotten the right.
He has
material.
more range than John Cena. Dave fucking Bautista, man. He's gonna make a shit ton of We should do a Dave Bautista movie next. No, I don't know.
He did one of the Bond movies. He's the
one where he's the main the leading lady.
The remake of Kickboxer is coming out soon, and he's Tom Poe.
Ooh.
Did you know that? Did you ever watch Kickboxer?
Yeah.
Van Damme, Tom
Yeah,
Poe?
I did.
Yeah,
cool.
Batista's going to be Tom Poe.
Okay, when is it coming out, Ryan?
I think soon.
Soon? Let's do not an on-location podcast, but we'll watch the movie together and record the podcast that night. Wouldn't that be fun?
I think we should do that more often, by the way.
But from its inception, let's just reiterate here. You think that Bubba the Love Sponge and his wife
they
set up the camera
they
as
set it
prank?
up. Like maybe they could sell the tape. Maybe they could get in with Hogan and they could try to find like a buyer.
Now,
like they filmed it and they were like, what can we do with this? How can we monetize this?
So so
they
is
were
Bubba the
being
Love
short-sighted.
Just
they did the small con, but there was a large con.
Wow. And then they all got... So what if Hulk Hogan was in on the small con? Because you hear about their backstory, and I'm sorry, but
he didn't seem that upset about it.
Bros before hoes, and Hulk Hogan was the best man at his wedding. So is he really that much of an amoral sociopath where he would do that to his best friend?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he's more like the kind of guy that wouldn't care if everyone thinks that he's that amoral sociopath.
Oh, definitely not. Tons
so
of people
I wouldn't be surprised.
Jock.
Yeah. I can see that scenario a lot more likely. Where it's like, Hogan, I got an idea. All right?
Yeah, they were working. Everyone was working here.
Wow.
They had their working boots on.
Usually the truth comes out, right? So I think the ultimate truth will come out in the feature film of this scenario.
I kind of wanted to talk about the dissolution of the Hogan family. Like Hogan knows best, and then how they just all crumbled
because of that. Do you think it was because of that show, or just coincidentally?
It was the show, but plus all of her music career, the son street racing and killing his friend.
Yeah,
all this light was shined on their real family life, and then it just
their marriage was on the
up.
brinks. Had been for years at that point.
Yeah. I remember watching this one episode of Brooke Knows Best where Brian Knobs and Hulk Hogan
I saw that.
Follow her to
they were spying on
spring
her.
break, and I just felt dirty.
Well, that was all just a put on.
But it
that
just
was all
just
scripted.
seeing Brian Knobs like hanging out with like
That was
these
fun.
spring break kids.
Wearing a
I
tank
thought
top.
it was like gross, and like Hulk Hogan like making sure his teen daughter, or not his she was like a 20-something daughter.
Yeah.
His 20-something adult daughter wasn't like
You gotta get away from those
around too
boys.
many dudes.
You know,
It's-
you're
it
only
was
gonna,
just gross.
I'm the
to
only
me.
dick you're gonna fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm your father.
Speaking of his dick, I mean that'll go. You know how like there's the famous. Have you heard of the famous Twinkie defense?
Yes.
The Harvey Milk.
Yes. Yeah.
There's
seen
this penis size defense
Right.
or
I get it though.
thing.
I get it. He's saying
Yeah.
that, but you
Hulk
why,
Hogan
why
has
are you
a 10-inch dick.
Yeah.
Terry Bollea has a normal size penis.
Right. And then why are you so overcome with grief at the leak of this sex tape when you yourself talk about your dick on Bubba the Love Sponge radio program? He's like, well, that's Hulk Hogan's dick, not
Yeah.
Terry Bollea. I get it. That's
But
called puffery.
In
by
a
the
way,
Puffery.
doesn't that like because he was also talking about how he's like the American hero and the demandments of Hulkamania
I
and
get
stuff.
it.
You know,
Yeah.
wouldn't that infringe on his all-American hero persona when he's on the air talking about his 10-inch
Ah,
dick?
yes, it would. Very good.
It's like,
I understand the concept though of like removing the two entities and how like celebrities are
yeah.
able
I mean, it's a
to
clever
exaggerate a little bit.
it's a clever defense,
And he stuck with it, man.
That he's always been a character.
He stuck with it. He
in
was
the public
incredible on the stand.
eye. Yeah.
Incredible. If that was his intended job, which it was, like he answered all the questions the right fucking way.
Yeah, well, he
And
had a lot of money backing
much as
that
a
shit up.
Fucking heel as he is, I can't help. I don't know if that's just the heel in me. I can't help but admire that.
Yeah.
Even when he was a face, man, he was cheating. The man
yeah.
Hulk Hogan is not a good human being.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you like? It's hard to rate a documentary like this, but I guess I'd give it an 8.2.
Wait, how many stars are in Netflix? Is it 4 or 5? When you're rating all those Netflix movies and what have you, is it 4 or 5? I think we should rate amount of Netflix stars. I'm gonna give it 3.5.
Didn't they change it though from stars
I
to
don't
thumb
know.
up, thumb down?
Oh, maybe. I haven't rated. I used to rate religiously. Like I would
Me
just
too.
go like
Just
rate
sit there
everything.
rating.
I haven't
Yeah.
done it in a couple years, so I don't
No,
know.
I'm gonna stick with my pitchfork scale.
Okay.
I'm
What
gonna
is it
say
again?
8.2.
Okay, I'll go 7.5. As far as like a documentary, like
It kinda dragged at the
It kind of
end.
dragged a little bit, and then
Yeah.
I wanted more from the Las Vegas angle.
Yeah.
And then that John Smith, he's the real hero in this whole thing, who's being told like he's slandered or he libeled Sheldon Adelson, and if he doesn't remove it from his fucking book, he's going to take legal action. As he's like at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, with his daughter who has a brain tumor, and he just gets this courage, probably from his daughter, to stand
Yeah.
up for him and say no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm Ryan the
so
Muffler.
I didn't like that because why just throw that in there? It had no connection really as far as anything other than the billionaires attacking the media. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
There's multiple tangents that this documentary goes on that could be explored in other documentaries.
Jesus Christ. Look at
But
the size of my pit stains.
There's a lot of good stuff in this.
Yeah,
It's worth a watch.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like as far as a documentary goes, not the best, but yeah, I give it a 7.8. I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
I'm Ryan the Muffler. Floyd Mayweather is a wrestler. Where am I? There's no Hulkamaniacs here. I've never been here before. Ah, it's not hot. What is this place?
And I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan saying she's a super mom, a super lady, and when she's in the corner of gold dust, a super corner person.